Yeah, let's start recording.
Key to my heart, consistency.
Key to my heart, consent and bagels, you know what I'm saying?
The bagels are dope.
Like consent, sex is cool, but have you ever shredded a half pipe and just like nailed the trick first try?
I mean, it's cool, but like, have you ever taken a good chunk of Parmesan cheese and just
I don't
shred
like
that
cheese.
dish? Right.
I don't care for cheese.
I don't know why I keep forgetting that. We've been friends for like 15 plus years at this point.
Yeah.
You don't like cheese. Which is weird because I just associate with that with like lactose intolerance. But you're just like, nah, fam, I just don't like cheese.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weird.
My gut don't burst when I drink a gallon of milk. I just don't like milk.
It's just like, I don't know how to process that sometimes.
Still don't like cheese.
Because that's just kind of like, I always assume that if
Do you assume my lactose?
that if you don't fuck with cheese or any dairy products like that, you just have a lactose intolerance. But you're like, no, dude, I just don't like it. That's kind of like the people who are like, yo, I just fucking hate Brussels sprouts.
Doug, I will get down hard with some eggnog and some chalky milk. I won't get down with a block of cheese.
I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I did not drink as much eggnog as I thought I would this year.
I got like one of those cartons. I barely
I
finished
got 2 like half-gallon sizes. So I got a normal one, and then they came up with a salted caramel one. It wasn't that good.
No.
I
guess I wouldn't be.
I barely even drank either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I bought one, and I constantly told myself to mix it with like rum or something.
Yeah.
I just kept drinking the eggnog, man. At this point, I got to a point where I just stopped dumping in a glass. I just started chugging out the carton because I'm the only one in the house that likes it. I gave my son some.
Yeah.
He goes,
no.
Hell didn't like
that. Was the face he made when you took a drink of that.
Nice.
Yeah. He was
yeah. Anyway, guys, how original. Welcome back. This is episode 2. Literally 10 minutes after the first one. Widowy digging on the glaive. Dougie Widowy Diggy on the glaive. I think I don't know.
Dougie, I don't know.
Dougie Wuggy Buggy was up there. Listen, he ain't got no help.
Anyways.
Yeah, so this is episode 2.
Episode 2.
It looks like we're in different clothes in a different day. Nah, same day. 10 minutes later. We just took our jackets off because it'd be hella hot in here.
Kind of warm.
We are literally located located next to the funnest fan.
I hate us.
Yeah, I hate me too. I wake up every day and I piss average. I don't piss excellence. I wake up, piss, and go to work.
Dear God.
Clock in and questioning.
But back on that. That's a pretty good cold open right there. They have those specific like eggnogs for mixing with alcohol and stuff, and I just feel like it's not a good mixture.
Yeah.
Because it's dairy based.
I feel like I'm only gonna drink it alcoholic if it comes pre-made.
I feel like it kind of end up like that Pinky and the Brain shot that you had at Uptown.
Dude, that was just so disgusting.
I feel like that's how it'd be. It just doesn't seem like a good mixture. I will never know because I'm more than likely never going to try it.
I think that's the first time we've sat there and I've taken a shot where I physically gagged and fought throwing it up.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
If it was the beginning of the night, I probably wouldn't have finished it. But because I was heavily intoxicated enough, I think that's the only reason I got that. I was like, oh, alcohol, no waste.
Yeah.
We're going to do that again soon. But
we do. You're going to fill that place with new memories.
Dude, right? Because, some bitches be tripping and guess they ain't vibing with us.
Yeah, if I've never been, I don't manipulate them or anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, too personal.
Yeah, dude, that goes too far.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So, actually,
just trying to drink this.
While listening to a off-topic podcast, in just a second, I'm going to pause you guys.
Bad.
Heck yeah, look at that. We're right back going. Don't worry about me, guys. Just retouch my mic. I do some personal stuff. As a father, crime doesn't sleep, and neither does a toddler.
Can't relate. Pretty dope, actually.
Were you just leaning on the left side of your face the whole time?
I was was on hinge, just fucking.
Pull up your front face and look at yourself, man. It looks like someone just came up.
I believe it. I was sitting here like this the whole time.
It looks like I walked out just.
Yeah, my whole time I was just like, yo, skip. Too young, skip.
All right, fair enough.
Church on Sundays. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Church on Sundays.
Church is fine.
I only go to midnight mass.
Church is fine.
Shut up, you atheist.
I'm more agnostic now, apparently. It's the same thing. One is just more, I don't believe in God. The other is, I don't believe in God to like, I can't really disprove of it. So, like, fine. You know, I have someone to thank for that. They don't give a shit, but I'd be here.
No, don't bring up.
No
religion.
pointing fingers or don't bring up religion.
Thou shalt not commit treason. Anyway.
I'm trying to drink that. Holy shit.
Huh?
I'm trying to drink like most of that.
It's a good drink.
It's not bad. I'm just having a rough time because it's just not like the fudge is still sitting like on my palate, so it's not mixing well with the alcohol. It's not great. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. That's just ass. The lime is just punching you in the face the whole time.
Sometimes I'm gonna have to crack open one of those and try it.
Like, you definitely can. It might be good. I don't know because the blueberry's there, but the lime is like it's way forward with the lime to me.
Well, it's a seasonal punch.
So it just punches you in the face, and I'm like, meh.
I just think there's a yogurt like this too, and this explains why I knew I was right to not care for the idea of the yogurt. So that just tells me this probably isn't great. Ooh, it's a lot colder now too. So, So I guess I'm gonna try real quick, guys. Dude, that smells like a Moscow mule, like a berry mule.
Yeah,
that smells good.
it does.
I'm afraid to try it because that smells so good. I don't want to ruin it. You know what it reminds me of? So when we went to that comedy show, we stopped at that bar afterwards, and we got the mules that came with the candy on it. Smells just like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except the mules are dope.
Yeah, this probably ain't.
I was just laughing that it's that close to the comedy club. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I didn't realize we straight up could just walk from the car.
Yeah.
Which actually I think we did. Yeah,
we did.
We just left the car there and walked.
Des Moines is a wild place, dude.
Oh man, I was trying not to drop the name.
I don't give a shit. We don't live there.
That's true.
For anyone curious, we do live in Iowa. If this somehow reaches outside of the fucking state and not just our friend group that's making fun of us as we post this on our Facebooks.
One of us will.
One of us will.
Okay,
we're not going to say the town we live in.
Fuck no, we won't.
But we will say surrounding towns, and you might figure it out. But I don't know.
The first sip, not bad.
Yeah,
there was a sour just sitting.
The more
in the
you
back
keep,
of my throat,
the more you keep going, the more like the lime just kind of punches you in the face with a divine fist.
Mike's hard.
Yeah, pretty much. It's very much emphasis on like the hard with like brass knuckles. Shut up.
My wife is not scared. How dare you talk to my wife like that? Yeah, that's the new glasses I bought, man.
That's pretty nifty, yeah.
Yeah, it's like $8 for a 4-pack, and
that's not bad.
They're good, like Jack and Coke glasses, which are good for things like the Long Island iced teas and everything. Yeah, that's just that premix bottle. And the worst part is I bought everything but tequila for it too.
Nice.
And then I bought that. I'm like, damn, that thing was only $10. It cost me like $45 for everything else.
That's fair. Don't let me.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, fam. Back on the dating app.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. It sounds like
it's a time.
It's almost a second job because you're just struggling to find anything that works.
I think it's just because I'm honestly boring as shit. Are
you boring or are you picky?
I'm definitely picky for sure.
Which is
but
fair.
like when I do get conversations, I don't know how to keep them going. That's my issue. Because I'm not good at just talking to random people. Especially over here, because it's like, how do I find common interests?
Right. Bring your mic up like a
my bad.
inch and a half, because I just want to make sure that's going to pick up everything.
Can you all hear me?
What's up, guys? Welcome to ASMR.
Yo, why does the camera make you look like... Maybe it's just because my shit's baggy as fuck.
Take a shirt and pull it down and make it tight.
Ew. God.
I saw some tits. Yeah, flash us.
I hate that. But yeah, no, like, because I went back to Hinge because it's the only dating app I've had like my most success on with just in general, like matching with people.
It's the app made to be deleted.
It is the app made to be deleted.
And
but
you did delete it one time.
Somehow, but not. That's because I got bored.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna happen again. But it's just like it's trying to carry on conversations is my issue. It just goes really dry, which sucks. But
don't mind me come up close to camera, guys. I
no
don't even know
calls.
if I picked up that part, but I was gonna spam call, and I don't care about spam calls. Actually, yeah, I already rejected this. So
like, yeah, highly not recommended. I don't know. I refuse to go to Tinder. I don't have success on that, and I know what it's for, which is not my thing.
I mean,
if it was, sure, but
it's nice when it comes and goes, but it's not what you're there for.
No. I've matched with a few people on here. They all seem cool. The conversation just dwindled down because like I can't go for it, and I don't push forward too much. It's not like a few minutes in conversations like so date. Like I don't do that.
Oh shit, she matched with me. So damn girl, you looking for a freak boy, man? Me? We gonna do a thing.
That's probably what they're wanting, but I'm like, no, dude. Like,
I mean, that one you just showed me earlier. I mean, that literally looks like all she's wanting, and that's not even like the. You see what she's wearing? I ain't like that. I'm just saying the chick was in a very specific pose.
Some of them do make it pretty specific, and usually those are the ones where I'm like, click.
Believe it or not, we're guys who want more.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Not many of us out there.
I've kind of put in my thing where it's like long term is the goal, but I'm just like kind of here to have a conversation at this point. Because I've kind of sat there. I'm just like, do I really want a relationship right now? Though it's only been almost a couple months.
Let's be honest.
Maybe I'm rushing into it.
Only one of you
I'm not
didn't
fucking
hesitate.
stupid. So
I'm just saying, man. Just saying, you know.
I'm not here to talk shit. All right. But I know that if I rush into things, it usually doesn't go well. But whatever works for people, I guess. Slight shade, I suppose. Whatever. I'm not going to get back to him anyways. I ain't worried about it. And if it does, what are you going to do? Unblock me? Anyways. Yeah, back on the dating apps. I've noticed some similarities between most of them, and I'm not trying to talk too much shit because my profile is not fucking great at all. It's very much like, yeah, this is a dude who definitely doesn't do this often.
Right.
They all have quite a few things in common. Got hit you, isn't it?
It's not bad. It's just so tart.
That's that lime coming in. I feel like it'd be better if it wasn't blueberry and lime. It like something else.
Like just blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry would be good.
Or huckleberry or something.
Huckleberry would be nice, yeah. But no. Being that Hinge is like a 90% Christian, like they have a 90% Christian base. A lot of it is everyone goes to church. Maybe they'll throw in brunch to be a little fun, I suppose.
A couple mimosas in the morning.
Yeah. It's very much church, gym, which I should probably get involved in, to be honest with you.
Nobody had time for that.
And then their love language is physical touch and quality time, which I get. I'm not going to harp on that because same here. Mine's more like physical touch and like gift giving. That's fun for me. I just like seeing the look on people's faces every now and then.
I don't care if I receive gifts. I just love giving them.
Yeah. I don't give a shit. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. And then I saw a TikTok video where this chick was like ragging on all the dudes. It's like, it's always the same thing. And I was straight up like, I ain't trying to start shit, but it's the same for you guys too. I was like, as a whole dude on this dating app, you all say the same shit. So I don't want to hear it. No like hate or anything. Every now and then you have the random ones who are like making it pretty fun. I'm just like, yeah, for sure. But, like,
yeah, no, I hear you.
It's like, definitely. But it really is that. It's just church, God, gym, touch. I was
hopefully
like,
a shower somewhere between there.
Somewhere in between there for sure. But that's my experience on it. But I am on the app because it's where I have the most success. So I'm just there.
So if you guys want to hook up with this guy, go on Hinge and look up his name.
You don't. You don't. I'm not the most fun time ever. Apparently that's a problem.
He'll love you like you do, but like fam kinda.
Love me like no. I mean, I guess doing blow in high school is something I should have done because it's very boring that I didn't do that.
I just skipped class to do fucking hacky sack.
I just stayed home and listened to music. I guess that's boring as shit.
Yeah, you fucking loser.
People's out here like, you tell me you didn't go to fucking parties and do a bunch of cocaine off a fucking toilet? Like, no, I didn't. All right? I sat home like a good fucking boy.
Sorry, I didn't want to do blow and fecal matter on
like,
the fucking bed.
Jesus Christ. You didn't go out at 16 and get drunk as fuck? No, that's why I don't have an aversion to fucking UV blue, bitch. That's why I can look at UV blue and not physically want to vomit. So I just stayed home and I did my own shit.
Nah, it's more like, sorry, dog. Sorry I didn't always chug a fucking half liter of Mad Dog every weekend and chase it down with the Four Loko before they got taken out.
I'm sorry I wasn't acquainted with the fucking 21-year-olds to get me fucking twisted teas and shit, dog.
Man, I'm only 14 and my balls haven't dropped, but this alcohol sure be hitting. Where'd everybody go?
Just dissing everyone on their fucking early high school experience.
I even hung out with them. I just never did that stuff.
Same. Like, it's no diss. I just like, that's just what I found recently is I've gotten a lot of shit because high school is like that time for you to like go out and do shit. I'm like, fucking cocaine? No. Legitimate conversation. That did happen. You know the person.
Yeah.
Why? I don't see the fun in it.
Now, you know what I didn't get was always you need to go out and you need to experience stuff. I'm like, first off, I may have knew some people, but I never got invited to half the shit. I had no way of getting to half the places, and I couldn't just go to my parents like, Mama, Father,
Mother,
Father, my friends want to partake in the devil's dandruff and the lettuce, and I sure would like to have me a sippin'.
May I please partake in the illicit activities that my partnerships may perhaps be involved in?
Mother, I would like to risk an OD if I may. Like, it just never happened. Like,
yeah, and I was friends with some popular kids.
Yeah, same. It was the sense of I could sit with them at the table in lunch. I would never talk to him outside of school.
Yeah, I definitely talked to him outside of school to a degree.
All right, well, fucking
but like,
you, Mr. Popular bitch ass motherfucker.
I'm not even close. But like, no, that's just I wasn't invited to that shit, and that's why I didn't go. And even if I was, still would have gone. It just wasn't what I was into. I was like, yo, give me the latest fucking Whitechapel album.
Unless I knew a lot of people, there's just something awkward about me going somewhere and just drinking or something. Like, recently, a buddy of mine from work, who I went to school with, he invited me over. I believe I told you, because I told you you're invited to come with, so I could go drink at his place.
Yep.
Well, I ended up going over there, and that's how I got there, half that Blackberry Crown. But it's one of the few times, like, this would never happen in high school. I went over there, all of a sudden I was instantly just, we're just chilling. I had the Old Smoky mint chip one.
Yep.
Good stuff. It's the only shot I was able to take while everyone else taking other ones. But this guy had, like, I called it vodka. He's like, it's not vodka. It doesn't say it's vodka. I'm like, yeah, but the percentage. I'm like, I just made a random guess. I'm like, well, fucking, what's the alcohol you drink you hate that I've turned into meals and you refuse to like it?
Jaeger, yeah. Yeah, you put Jaeger in that. That fucked me up, dude.
Dude,
I was not feeling good.
That's so wild because I can chug those all night.
I was not having a good time. I should have said no as soon as you said Jaeger because I just have an aversion to that shit. Everyone's UV blue. That's me with Jaeger.
It's really,
I can't I'll still do Jaeger shots. That's the fucked up part, but I hate it.
Really?
Jaeger it sticks in like your fucking like throat.
It feels like a tar.
Feel it. It's gross.
Really?
I don't know why people love it so much. It's fucking disgusting.
So you're just like, I don't like it for much other stuff.
Yeah.
What? So, okay, a Moscow Mule, I've said this in the first episode. Moscow Mule is 3 things. And he's looking at the bar. I think he's contemplating making a Moscow Mule.
Oh, definitely not. No.
Okay,
I'm going to drink this and I'm good.
Okay. Moscow Mule, 3 ingredients. Simplest things. You got anywhere from 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of vodka, flavored, whatever. Then you got like a 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce of lime, or half a lime squeezed. And then you just top up with ginger beer. You fill that bitch up with ice. You put it in a copper mug. Good stuff. If you really want to make it go good, flavored vodka is the way to go. prickly pear vodka, top tier. That's always gonna be my favorite.
That's the best. That bar does not bring it back too often, which sucks.
You have to special ask for it now, and occasionally it'll do it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, when I went to a place that served alcohol on my wife's birthday, I got a Crown Mule, which is they just replaced vodka with Crown.
Yeah.
And mules really are anything. A traditional one is vodka, but you can mix it with, any spirit you want. Really, I'm sure there's a tequila mule. Sounds disgusting. I'll probably never partake. But I've made my own, and I've looked it up. It's a real thing. It's just not super common. It's a Jaeger mule, which, like it sounds, I just replaced vodka with Jaeger. I love that shit. Mr. Guy in front of me, hated that shit. Of course, it doesn't help the way I introduced him to it was, let's play Fortnite, and every time we die, you take a drink.
It's so fucking bad.
But good fun game, nonetheless. To me, Fortnite's only fun if you play the no-build one, because I just hate when people go and all kinds of shit.
It's gotten worse. So many sweats.
Oh, I believe it. But anyway, back to originally. Yeah, parties I never got invited to. I never felt comfortable if I went there and drank with a bunch of people. Coworker went over to his place instantly. In a minute, we were just vibing.
Yeah.
Chilling. I'm teaching him about certain guns and how airsoft makes crappy versions of the Glock doesn't have an actual safety, but they put one on the airsoft. How in 1911 different safeties. Just that was fun. But started drinking. I outdrank him, but he had this thing. I called it vodka, and the reason I was talking about Jaegers, I made a random guess. I'm like, what, Jaeger's like 35%? They looked it up. 35%. I was right. I don't even know how I guessed it. But I knew that this drink was above it. Vodka's usually one of those higher ones. This guy said it wasn't vodka, but when you dump it in, it poured out like liquid IV. This shit was thick.
Oh, that's weird.
It's a thick alcohol, and it is. He goes, it's my favorite one to drink. It's the best. Every time he took a shot.
That sounds horrendous.
Bro, if I have to keep holding the shot glass upside down past a second to get my shot,
yeah,
I don't want it. I don't want to be sitting there going, yeah, that's emotion. So there we go. Let me just sack tap and suck that crap.
You'll fucking get that in my mouth, dog.
Yo, I just want it all.
God damn it.
I wish I was drunk for that to make sense.
We do gotta go to the bars again.
Dude, we really do.
I still want to get that. I know you weren't a fucking fan of it, but I want to go back to Big Tomato. That pizza place that was like decent drunk pizza that you were like, nah, it's still kind of ass pizza. And I was like, well, I'm drunk as shit.
I think it just didn't help that we rushed that drinking night.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
2 shots in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just a bunch of drinks because we had 2 hours to enjoy it before we went to the next one. We had an hour there.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking on my birthday. I'm like, yo, multiple months in advance. Every year, I'm like, we're going out on my birthday. This guy decides, he doesn't decide, but the job decides he's going to close.
The job decides I'm going to close. I didn't have a choice in that shit.
Though I did tell him multiple times to take that day off in advance if he needed to. I understand it's a lot harder when it becomes a closing night.
It's more difficult when it's just a weekend in general.
But bars close at 2. By the time we started, it was 10:30.
Yeah. And we still managed to get drunk. But
we did, but that doesn't help because a different buddy that we picked up decided, let's grab some shots and take them before we go in. It's like, all right, we took them, went inside, had a meal.
I think that was the downfall. I'm not doing shots before we go in again.
No, God, no. The only shot we take right away in there is the syringe shots. Yeah. Those worked.
It's like the mixing of the liquors and stuff like that. That's why I tend to just kind of stay with the same shit. Unless we go to Up Down.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't really have meals just kind of sitting around. They just do all the fancy shit.
So. All theirs just tastes good.
It does.
Especially there's this one. I love it because if we had taken it wrong, it would have sucked. But it's called the Sonic and Tails, right?
No.
Sonic.
I think it's
Knuckles.
Not Sonic and Knuckles shot. Yeah.
Because it was a red and blue.
Yep.
So the Sonic and Knuckles is as much as it sounds. The shot is blue Curacao, and then the chaser is a red Mountain Dew.
It's Code Red.
Code Red, yeah. However, we thought it was, this must be 2 alcoholic drinks. Luckily, when you took it, you took the blue first, then the red. Because you're like, okay, that one's definitely the alcohol. You're like, that one's definitely alcohol. Then you follow like, I'm pretty sure it's Code Red Mountain Dew. I'm like, nah, let me try.
Yeah.
So I got one. Sure enough, it just comes with its own chaser. which is weird because it almost doesn't even need one.
No.
But you kind of enjoy that Code Red splash behind.
Oh,
yeah. Which I've learned from experience. Mountain Dew, not the fucking drink to constantly drink with alcohol. That shit already messes up my stomach, and then you add alcohol on top of it. Not great. But the bars, they're just a fun time. Like, one of my favorite things is when we go to the first bar, they have this basketball game called Connect Four, and I love as long as it's available. I think last time we went, it was inoperable for some
the past
reason.
couple times we went, it was inoperable.
They needed to fix that because my favorite thing to do is go up to that game. You play a match with your buddy the first night. You see how you do. And then before you merge bars, you play another round after all that drinking, and you really can tell that how much alcohol is getting in your system when you go from, oh, mostly making it to, oh my god, why is all the baskets moving all of a sudden?
Yup.
They're not moving. It's just the alcohol's kicking in, and now you can't connect a single one, let alone 4.
It's my favorite time.
The best is going to like what you said, Up Down. It's an arcade bar. Classic arcade games. There's a corner down in the basement with a Nintendo system that is designated to look like your grandparents' basement when you used to play on the old consoles and the flickering light and the old couch.
I think what's more fun about Up Down is I really don't even go there for like the games anymore. It's the pizza and the drinks.
Oh, dude, $5 slice of pizza, and it's as big as your head, man.
They'll have like early 2000s WWE matches playing on the TV. I was watching that shit the whole fucking night. Well, like, the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The best way to tell when you're drunk there, though, is the games are fun when you're playing. And after a while, the graphics on those start to hurt your eyes, and it's hard to see them. Yep. That's how you know you've had too much alcohol.
Yep.
Because then the pixels become more and more just a pixel. Game over. That's it. You either start going, or you try to be a wingman for your buddy, especially on Halloween.
Oh, God.
I remember that night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bars just... For me, I like bars when they have games. I don't mind a normal bar.
Yeah.
But it makes you drink more. It makes you just interact and have a better night. When
I'm chill with a normal bar as long as there's a decent group of friends.
Yeah, that can work.
To do it with. If not, it's just like it's not the same vibe.
If it's you and one other person, or up to like at least 4 minimum or maximum, that's when you want an arcade. Because then you can just go and play games. Then you have a buddy just disappear off and play Mario Kart the whole fucking time.
Yup. Yeah. No, I have no problems with like regular bars and stuff, but I just have to have friends. Like the bar over where I'm at, usually there's at least 4 or 5 of us going. We're just chilling, having a good time, stuff like that. Obviously not too much anymore.
Yeah, the groups have been... As you get older, these groups that we started with just dwindled more.
It's gotten pretty bad.
Do you remember our clique in high school?
A little bit.
Can't say names much, but man, we had like we were
it was
almost a dozen strong.
I'm kind of glad it just dissipated. Dissipated.
A
lot of them haven't really gone too great.
No, some are doing okay.
Yeah.
One has done prison time, jail time multiple times.
Yup.
One, God rest his soul, is no longer here with us. I won't speak ill on his name. Bro was doing great. He was starting to get his life all together.
Wait a minute, sad.
That shit hurt. That shit, when I found that out,
that was fucked.
That was not a great time.
I just like how you said his whole name as if I didn't know who he was. That's how it's like, yo, full name, just did this. And I was like, what? And then I said that, I'm like, also, I know who that is. You could just said the first name, but like, what?
Yeah. It's like when I used to relate to one of my neighbors, and I'd be like, yeah, you know this guy? My neighbor. And you're like, bro, you could just say his name.
I'm like, yeah, man, I have him on fucking Snapchat, dude.
Like, yeah, this guy, neighbor.
Fucking hell. I like how this went from like, yo, Hinge is kind of whack, isn't it? But I'm still here, to like, bar is kind of fun.
That's just what it'd be, you know?
It does. We do have to go out again.
We're going to pause again real quick. I got to run to the bathroom, and then we're going to continue it. I have something I kind of want to talk about that just... It seems wild to me, the concept of how... I'll just explain in a second. Remind me when I get back. We're going to take a little pause. I'm going to cut from here right now. It's a good time for me to...
Glad you said that, because I also...
That's fair.
I mean, it was almost good. It's like $30.
Oh, nice.
I fuck with it.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. We're back. Sorry about the audio sound of us putting our mics on.
Still look fat as fuck.
Yeah, you slim thick. Minus the slim.
Oh man, I'm kind of there. I'm like I'm
man.
183 right now, outside of the pinner we had.
Compared to what you used to be, man, you were fucking a lot skinnier. That's for sure.
I'm trying to fucking keep it that way too. Shit.
Well, you should keep eating those fucking fat cakes, you fat boy.
No.
Yeah.
Just make a lot of pasta dishes.
How many Tim Tams you got left?
I think I just ate the last 2 from my second package. It's been almost 2 weeks, all right? Normally, I'd go through half a package of Tim Tams in the same night. I don't want to hear it.
This is true.
You've witnessed it, all right?
I have. He used to be in Target, and I'd be like, yo, bro, they got Tim Tams.
I'm so bad I took away Tim Tams, dog.
I can tell you're mad, but I think a part of you is kind of happy. It's like it stops the addiction.
Yeah, because every time I was in there, I'd be like, oh, Tim Tams.
Oh, they got chocolate, they got mint.
If anyone's curious, Tim Tams are like...
They're Australian
It's an Australian,
cookies.
yeah. It's like their own version of Oreo, except better. That's the closest Oreo? I can honestly put it to. What else would we have that like we could relate to Tim Tams?
I'd say like the wafer cookies, but chocolate coated.
Yeah.
Or like
they have
honestly,
they have so many different versions because they have the caramel one, the mint chocolate, the dark chocolate, the milk chocolate. There's a white fudge one too, if I remember right.
I'd say you could compare it to saying Tim Tams, in my opinion, and we're gonna get fucking shit wrecked by the one Australian viewer we ever get in our whole life.
If it ever happens.
If ever. A Tim Tam is almost like just a chocolate coated big giant Kit Kat.
That's fair. I guess I can kind of see that with the wafers and shit. Yeah. I kind of see that. But anyways, yeah.
Okay, so something that dwindles on me. I have it written down here, and I know how to figure out a segue into this, but I'm gonna just go into it. Something that has always confused me, and I think about more as we're like doing this, or the amount of times we talk about wanting to go into something like this, is how every other YouTube story, and this is never going to be like this one, we're never going to just quit our job and be like this, is how you'll see a story, especially a bunch of drama lives, where they're like, yeah, I remember talking to my wife and or my girlfriend or my boyfriend or my husband or whatever, and I remember being like, I'm just not happy with life. I want to pursue this passion, this YouTube career. And they're like, well, then do it. Quit your job. If it doesn't work in a month, then go get another job. I never understood any of those. I call bullshit on half of those.
It's kind of wild.
How every other one was, yeah, so I quit my job. I remember going into my job and being like, I'm just not happy here. And first off, the job was going, okay, yeah, go figure it out. No job has ever said that. They said, the fuck?
Relatable.
No. Yeah. How they would always be like, yeah, so I quit that job. The first week was hard. And then almost a month came around and I was getting a couple views, but just it wasn't what I wanted yet. My wife was so supportive, or my significant other was so supportive, and they're like, you know what? Go 2 months. I'm doing okay making the money right now. You go do it, and you find that passion. I could tell you like it. And then it always turned into 2 or 3 months later, like, and here we are today. I'm doing great. The views are coming in. The money's coming in. I think the biggest bullshit thing I've heard, and don't get me wrong, there's been a couple that have been legit where it's like it happened overnight. But every other account has seemed like they always wanted to do the drama life of, I quit my job, I pursued YouTube full-heartedly, full-time, 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
To make this dream happen. It's like, I just don't get that. Maybe in the early YouTube, it worked.
Lot of that is they already kind of had a following going.
Yeah.
And it was just enough to supplement some kind of income. And then they kind of went on with it. Jev, I still watch to this fucking day. Ever since I was like 14 years old, I've been watching fucking Phase Jev. He had a factory job and he quit working when he was just a bit under what he was making at that job.
Right.
And he's been
like
doing
Roman
YouTube
Atwood
since.
did with the rope factory.
Yeah. I think usually what happens is they kind of have some kind of income going on, and if it's just enough to kind of supplement what they need, they'll quit their actual job and they'll pursue that.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. I have heard those ones, but there's other stories I've heard where it's like they weren't even making hardly any money and they wanted to start making money. Yeah. And they would just quit. And it always seemed to work. I'm looking at this like, man, I don't know how long I did the car channel. Yeah. I've done other channels. It's like if I were to have quit and just focus on that the whole time, it's like maybe I'm just thinking too much in the idea of in the beginning of YouTube, viewers are just trying to find something to watch. So maybe it made sense that worked. It's like nowadays I call bullshit on the new channels today that just go, yeah, I just quit, and a month later, I'm following my dreams. It's like
the market's just really saturated, so you have to stand out somehow, and it's hard to.
I don't know,
but a lot of it's also just consistent posting. Like on TikTok, you'll have a bunch of creators who are like, honestly, what you need to do is you need to post like 3 times a day.
Yeah,
and it works to a degree. But it's figuring out how to like, yeah, it's figuring out how to like what you're gonna post 3 times a fucking day.
It's so wild to me though, just seeing all these ones that are like, yeah, this is what I did and it works. Like I call bullshit. I feel like some of them said they quit their job and probably still work the job.
It's like Stradman.
Yeah, that one
his whole career, and like his first YouTube video was like him on a Ferrari, but what he started on with was just scouting out like those cars, and stuff like that. That was because I watched some of his stuff. It was like, yeah, dude, I would go around like Hollywood and stuff like that, and just like if I saw a dope car, film it.
Yeah,
that was what he started off as, and then he started growing his channel, and then he got the Ferrari, and went from there.
Yeah, see, ones like that or Roman Atwood, they made sense because even Roman talked about how he would work in the rope factory all the time and then shit a video. He did it right, and God, I haven't watched much of his stuff now. But first off, his kids are fucking big.
He's getting a lot of hate.
Yeah,
he's a Trump supporter. People hate him for that. I'm just like,
I don't vote for Trump.
It's politics at this point. Like, that's what it is.
Bro's got so much money in the bank, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he's got multiple companies now.
Oh yeah,
he's got his own. I mean,
I think he has like a physical Smile More store with a fucking laundromat attached to it.
No, it's a laundromat with a small store side.
Oh,
yeah, it's a full size laundromat, and then there's like a little section for it. And I think Brittany also has her own like tanning salon in there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, let me do my
It's a really weird combination of like, man, I really want the Smile More shirt. Is it washed though? You have a solution for that?
And
I can get a tan while I'm waiting. What is this place?
Say less, tell me more. I think it just works because of them.
Yeah.
But like, I was listening to him in someone else's podcast where he talked about at his prime when he wasn't missing days before the FBI recommended he get off YouTube for a little while.
Yeah.
And he had the police constantly around his house. Did you see how much? Did you hear him talk about how much he was making per video?
No, but I think it was a decent amount.
So he talked about, I think it was like every month, or actually even less amount of time. He talked about this was taking millions of views into his videos,
which he's not really hitting anymore.
No, and I mean he's still doing fine, but he said this was when he thinks YouTube is paying people more than they were then. This man in a month easily was bringing in $500,000 every fucking time, or even every other video. He was talking about so much money coming in.
I mean, when you post every day and most of your videos are making millions of views.
So before he was,
it's easy shit.
Before he stopped, he's just making so much money.
Yeah.
And what I respect the most about his shit is, especially even in the early stuff when he was still getting all that fan mail coming in. One of my favorite things he did with his kids, they're making money. They're getting a bunch of free shit, yet he didn't just hand them every single thing.
No,
and he didn't let them keep every single toy they got in the fan mail. They had to earn their stuff. He still spoiled them. Like, God, did he spoil them?
Yeah.
But if they wanted this, that, or wanted to keep some of the some of the fan mail stuff, you had to earn it. Or it's like, hey, if we get this fan mail and say we get 30 toys, you got to donate 20 of them.
Yeah.
This man deserved everything he got.
Oh, yeah. A solid YouTube career would be like really dope, but at this point where I'm at, any career that's not what I'm doing right now would be dope.
Yeah, even if we get 100 views every week on this shit, I'll take it. Even if we don't make money, this is just our shit.
At this point, this is just us. Like, we're videoing our conversations and recording them instead of just having them. That's all it is.
Is maybe something I may listen to randomly at work, just like.
I don't even expect people to mess with this at all.
No, I really don't.
I really don't.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, ain't surprised. Ain't hurt. I can't wait for the first hate message. I'd be like, you guys are fucking more. Like, dog, I know.
It's like, well, yeah, that's why we're on here.
That's why we're recording.
What'd you expect? We're not fucking Joe Rogan. We're not going to have, like, crazy-ass conversations with fucking Israel Adesanya or some shit like that.
It's not like
let's get fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson on here and talk science for fucking 3 hours. I'm good.
It's not like we got a quarter mil in our bank accounts. We don't even have 10K in our accounts combined.
Oh, fuck, it'd be so nice.
It would.
I miss it. I was there at one point.
You were. And then you moved down and did a bunch of life stuff.
I just wanted to live out my dreams, and
you remember that you forgot the dream part.
Yep.
Like, all right, I'm living.
No, I was trying to get a motorcycle.
Which you could.
My mom's not big on that.
I mean, what mom is, really?
Yeah.
My baby gonna drive the motorcycle, and then he gonna go under a semi. Uh-oh.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know what? Bring it on.
Oh, shit. Maybe this...
If that actually
Give me a pause, guys. All right, guys, hopefully it doesn't cut again. Yeah. If it does, we will pick it back up in a little bit, but or it'll just be cut from there, and we'll make an outro after. My phone came up to 5%, and now I'm charging it.
Don't mind me. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care if anything happens from this. It's just kind of fun to just chat, chill. I mean, shit, we've killed a couple hours and it just went by like that.
True. It was 8:26.
It is.
My goddamn. What a time we should be having here.
What a time.
I have nothing else. I already talked the shit that I wanted to talk about, and I'm not going to bring anything else up until it gets later in the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like throwing everything on the first 2 episodes is just kind of like, all right, dude, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, we would have nothing else to talk about. Like, I've got this whole list right here. It's like we could go through a bunch of it, but it'd be kind of pointless, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got plenty of stories, but again, throwing them all out there would be a bad time. I don't know. I guess we'll wrap it up here soon. We're already at 40 minutes. It's not a bad one.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah. You know, I'm still not hating this one yet. I haven't had the strong of the line part, but it's tart. Like, this is not one you go, oh, I'm thirsty.
That's why I couldn't do it. I was like, dude, I'm over this.
It's not bad. I mean, tell you, like, even with the mixer of the fudge, the Long Island was a lot better.
Dude, you know, I wonder who the fuck else is going to be at the comedy club, though. I kind of forgot. I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh, you mean like the one we went to?
Yeah, the Funny Bone.
That was a wild night.
That was a good one. Dude's tall as shit.
He really is. Like,
if anyone's curious who we're talking about, we went and saw a comedian. His name is Chris Porter.
Dude, man is funny as shit.
He is fucking hilarious.
Man can take talking about his whole day and make it funny.
It was very much like a last-minute decision.
Oh, yeah.
Kosh Singh is going to be there this month, actually.
Oh.
Half tempted on that one. I think it was him and Steve Hofstetter were the ones I was interested in.
Yeah, I just remember...
But no, dude's tall as shit. Doctors like to sit there and say I'm 6 foot. I don't believe him. I think I'm at least a good 5'11". This dude was tall as hell, dude.
Dude, man's at least 6'4".
Yeah, has to be.
Actually, you know, let's find that out real quick.
April 23rd is Steve Hofstetter.
Oh.
It's on a Wednesday, too.
Yeah, I just remember you were just going on about him. Like, bro, we need to go see this man. Like, he is like your favorite of fucking comedians.
Chris Porter is definitely one of my favorite comedians. Everything he puts out is fucking hilarious. If I was a comedian, it would be in the style of Chris Porter.
That's fair. It's just one of those, he just sits there and he just goes.
Yeah, he's mad and he just rants.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Ugly and Angry is my favorite fucking special from that dude.
If you were to take a guess, how tall would you say he is?
At least a good 6'4", 6'5".
At 6'1" and 206 pounds, Porter doesn't shy away from
6'1". What the fuck am I?
Despite ranking 23rd on the Blues and Ice Times in 2010-2011, Porter was 8th among. Yeah.
This motherfucker towered over me, dog.
Yeah, I think you're maybe 5.
Like, what am I, fucking 5'8"?
Yeah, I was gonna say 5'8", 5'9".
Have I been lied to this whole time?
Is my license even legal?
I thought I was standing up pretty straight, dude. Look at this picture.
Bro, it's
6'1". Dude's got like a foot on me.
Yeah, right? I wonder if it's his shoes. He has some pretty big shoes.
Yeah, oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Wow.
Fun fact, if you don't type in carefully, you might get Chris Porter, the basketball player. That man's 6'7".
He has a bit about that.
Does he?
His name, he's like, my name's Chris Porter. not the only Chris Porter. There's a gay porn star by the name of Chris Porter. It's like, that's not his God-given name. That's just the name he chose.
His name should have been Chris Porker.
But yeah, no, there's a few Chris Porters. But no, Chris Porter, the comedian. Dude's, he's so good. That was worth all the fucking money spent that weekend.
Oh, dude, it was.
Easily. Yeah, that was a good time.
I mean, you're so big into Chris Porter. Do you know where he grew up? So you're such a big fan of Chris Porter. Do you know where he grew up?
Kansas City area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talks about it a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He actually does. I remember him bringing up like 3 times just that night.
Pretty sure one of his specials is a man from Kansas. It's Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
Not Kansas City, Missouri. It's different.
I don't like pickles.
I don't like pickles. Taking off the sandwich but next to my fries, fucking up my fries. So I took it, put it on the table. The look that she gave me, you would have thought I took my dick out, set that on the table. Chris Porter's my fucking favorite, dude. He's so nice, dude.
I don't like when your breath smells like beer. Well, I don't like when your breath smells like pickles.
I don't like breath smells like what? I don't like when your breath smells like pickles. I'm gonna kiss you. I fucked that up. I'm gonna kiss you later. I want your breath to smell like pickle. Look up Chris Porter. He's funny as fuck.
He is. He's great.
Yeah, that was a good weekend.
That was. It was, and then to go see Terrifier 3 right after.
Yeah, seeing a comedy show and then going to see something like Terrifier 3 is such a fucking dichotomy of shit.
The worst part is because that it somehow made it so much funnier.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has its hilarious moments. The hilarious moment for me personally was watching the 6 people walk out within the first 30 minutes of the movie, and then the one dude to the side of us,
God, yeah,
like the row behind us,
the man who was
sleeping the whole fucking show.
So dead inside, he went to a horror movie to catch a nap.
It's at least almost 2 hours. It has to be stretching at least a 2-hour movie of just killing and explosions and just everything. And this dude is just passed the fuck out next to, like, not next to us, this fucking row behind us, and he's just out. Nothing's phasing this guy.
Yeah, we go in. First off, these people, we had a bunch of people leave, and there's already only maybe 15 people in there. If that. Over half of them left. And then 2 hours and 5 minutes, by the way, is Terrifier 3. Yeah. Just looked up. Well, then we look over, and there's this guy. It's like, let's say I'll show you like visual here. We're sitting here like this. This person's gonna be like back here, and then over this way. He's back catty corner to us, and at first, he's just sitting there like this.
Yup.
And at some point, we look over, and the man's just
out.
Occasionally, someone will happen to go.
Yeah.
Bro was sleeping through like he goes here to watch these so he can get some sleep.
Like there is nothing to sleep with this list. Literally, the first 15 minutes they kill a kid.
Now, to be fair,
I'll spoil the movie. I don't give a shit. They don't show the kid getting killed. They show the aftermath.
Yeah.
But it's like there was that, and I think at that point, maybe another 15 minutes after is when those first 2 people left, because those people were in front of us, and then it was after the one scene with the glass shard, where the other guys left. And I was like, damn.
You're so weak, people.
And it only got worse from there too.
It did. It got worse, but yet better.
Yeah. I'm really curious because they were already greenlit for a 4th movie, so I really don't know how they're going to top what they did. And this was after
Hollywood pulled out.
Yep.
Like they're pretty much.
I think that's the highest grossing one so far too.
Grossing and grossest apparently.
Yeah.
But they haven't seen one movie that I'm not even going to say out loud because I don't even want people to cancel us based on that movie that we love fucking seeing.
Oh, the one that was on Shudder?
Yeah.
Like I thought you were talking about like a Serbian film.
No, not that one.
I hate that movie. You still haven't even seen that one.
I haven't. We'll have to watch it sometime.
I mean, you can. I don't want to watch it again. I've seen it twice. The second time was because I passed out. Not because it was boring. I was at my mom's. She watched it. By the way, not a movie really to watch with your parents. It's so fucking wild. I hate when people bring up a Serbian film. Like, so when people are talking about like horror movies, Everyone, for some reason, always wants to bring up a Serbian film. Like, there's nothing. I watched a Serbian film. Not a brag. A Serbian film is shock horror for the sake of shock horror. It's not good. It's no substance. It is a legit shit film. I had a copy because I didn't know how else to fucking like watch the damn thing.
Right.
I don't know where it's at all. And I'm not buying another one. Oh, it's gone for a reason.
It's gone. It's gone.
I can't find it. I'm not looking for it. The fact that you can get it off Amazon.
Right.
I'll say that. You can get it off Amazon. That's how I got it. All right. Like, yeah, a lot of people will be like, where the fuck did you buy that film? I was going to have to buy it some way, somehow.
Yep.
The only real way to get, maybe I could have pirated it, I guess. But I was like, I'll just fucking buy the damn thing and I'll get rid of it. Because I don't want to keep it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely somewhere. I just don't fucking know where. I don't care to know where. Might still be at the last place I was living before I moved.
How could you imagine them just come across this one?
That's yeah. I've told people like, hey, this film specifically, don't fucking watch this. I don't know why I still have it. But it's gross. The ending is fucking disgusting. It's not good. It is shock for the sake of shock. Yeah. If you want shit like that, go watch Saw. Go watch the Hostel series.
Not the newest one. That one was.
The newest one was, man.
Hostel series is pretty good.
Go watch Hostel, something like that. That's decent as it is.
Another weird one was 13 Cameras.
13 Cameras. Yeah, 13 Cameras is kind of wild. But no, if you want like horror movies, literally anything that's not talked about where people are all like, I saw this one and I fall asleep to it. You're weird, dude. I'll tell you.
You know a horror movie you talk about all the time that you can't stand?
The Strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it can fucking happen.
Yeah, remember when we rewatched it right next to my kitchen with the sliding glass door?
I hated it.
I remember that.
Yeah. Then that's the thing. The first Strangers, so super good. It's a good movie. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. I hate it, not because it's bad.
It's too good.
But because it can happen.
And it has.
And it has you sitting there like, if the motherfucker going to break through my door right now and I'm not going to notice it. They came out with the second one. Shit. Didn't like it. Wasn't good. Now they have like a new set coming out. I guess the first set was like not great. Yeah. Like part one wasn't great or some shit. I haven't seen it. I think that came out last year and it was going up against like Long Legs and other horror movies coming out. I didn't see a whole lot. There was like Long Legs, Smile 2, which I've heard great things about, surprisingly. I wasn't huge on the first one.
Oh, it is on Amazon. We'll have to check that out sometime.
Yeah. We still have to finish the Long Legs.
True.
We didn't even watch that.
That's a story for a different podcast.
Yeah.
Why we got 10 minutes in, if that.
That's on you, though. To be fair, I did kind of trick you into it. But
yeah, you tricked me that whole night.
I really did. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
For me.
That's going to be for podcast episode 3.
Yeah, Long Legs was decent. The marketing was better than the movie, I will say.
It seems to always be anymore.
Yeah, it really was another trope on the whole, like, Satan worship, stuff like that, whatever, which is fine. I mean, it's just overplayed.
Which horror movie was it that it was, which one was it? We were at your apartment before you moved, and I remember we were sitting there just eating pizza, and we were just guessing.
Probably The Nun.
It was, yeah. So I remember they're just seeing the graveyard with the skeleton and everything. We literally went, gonna come across a skeleton. It's gonna fall from the tree. And
it was part of the Conjuring series. It just sucks.
I just remember the whole movie.
They're not good.
We were laughing that whole movie. We were guessing everything. You guessed one thing, then I guessed the other. And
there's definitely people out there who are like, "This is so good," but like I watched The Devil Made Me Do It, and I had to skip through the last like 30 minutes of the movie because I was fucking bored. I wasn't even scared.
Yeah, I
was bored as shit because I was guessing where everything was at. Like they were panning towards like a dark hallway. I'm like, oh, he's gonna pop out of the shadows. I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. So I skipped through the rest of the movie. It was the Conjuring series is not that great. Annabelle is like okay. Maybe the first Conjuring movie is all right, but everything after that is fucking dumb. And also, it's based on like the investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they're just frauds.
Yeah,
straight up, they're just frauds. They made their money off being frauds. All it is.
Go figure.
You're just like, there's a dark presence here. Anyways, that'd be like $1,000.
I'm sensing your wallet emptying.
I'm sensing your money in my pocket.
Ooga booga.
Yeah, I don't like the Conjuring series that much. I don't know.
Or what was that one that
I don't even have a good taste in horror movies.
What was that other one that they remastered that was really fucking good? The officer stuck inside the empty police station.
Oh, Malum.
Yeah.
Yeah, the remake of Last Shift.
Yeah,
is what it was. Malum. Yeah, that was the remake was a lot better. That was, and it's from the same director, which is really dope. That's what he wanted to do if he had more budget.
Yeah.
For Last Shift.
Both were great. The new one.
Yeah, new one was way better.
Yeah.
That's
one to check out. You need to make sure you watch the original first, then watch the new one.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna be informational on horror movies. It's funny. I'm not even like the biggest horror movie buff, but that's a lot of what I watch.
I mean, that's all we watched for a while. Like every winter, we couldn't go out, so what do we do?
Horror movies.
Yeah. Honestly, if I can recommend something, if you're struggling to find horror movies, and I have been screenshotting some found footage films, so let's check this out.
Coming out.
But if you want stuff for horror, and you're just like, man, these movies ain't doing it, it's a YouTube channel, Nuke's Top 5.
Nuke's Top 5 will do it for sure.
The newer ones are kind of getting meh, but man, some of his old ones, those would get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. Like this man would be passing on my couch about to leave, and then one comes across, and we're booked in for 2 more freaking videos.
Yeah, and they're like fucking 30-minute to an hour-long videos.
Those are ones to watch.
Ridiculous, yeah.
And even if he doesn't believe that they're actually real, he will say, "I don't think this is real," but I still add it into the countdown. But there's some freaky ones on there.
Yup.
There's ones where we've almost turned the lights on for that, and we'll watch horror with the lights off.
It's always the Japanese shit. They're freaky over there, dude.
Japanese found footage films, as long as they're done right, they hit so hard.
Any horror film that's overseas they just do it better.
They do.
We suck over here. The only decent horror films over here rarely ever come out. Like I said, Long Legs wasn't one of them, but that was just marketing. And also Nicolas Cage as like a bad guy or like a horror character, essentially. And he said he's never going to do it again.
Right.
Which is wild, because I think he would be really good in that like kind of particular set.
But now he's 1-0.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. We got that one. I don't even remember all the horror movies. Like I didn't go see a lot.
Well, it's because the hardest part is just finding good horror movies.
Yeah.
Terrifier, you know what's going to happen. So it's not really a horror movie. It's just an amazing slasher film.
Yeah, that's all. It's Terrifier. The Terrifier series is just gore.
Yeah.
Is all it is. It's just gore for the sake of gore, which is fine.
It's like if Tom and Jerry was a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because that man does not talk.
A lot of people don't fuck with the Terrifier series for that reason. Like, it's just gore films. Like, sometimes it's just sometimes you do the stupid, simple shit.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Gore. You know exactly what's going in. That's it. Gore, death, blood everywhere. Done. Simple. That's Terrifier. Sometimes you want more sophisticated shit. I went and saw Nosferatu.
Oh.
A lot of people are hating it, mainly because they think like it was slow, it wasn't interesting, the story was like bland and stuff like that. Nosferatu is a fucking, if people know their history on it, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? A copy of Dracula, like Bram Stoker's Dracula,
right.
but German. And they changed up the story so they wouldn't get like copyright infringement.
Yeah,
but Bram Stoker's like fiance found out about it and pretty much was like, "Hey, this is very fucking clearly Dracula, and you just changed some things. We want you to get rid of those fucking like the film." This was 1922. This was silent films.
Oh, okay.
And the other reason shit survived is because some copies were already made and sent out. That's how the movie survived. So that's all it is. It's an adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula into its own thing. Count Dracula is Count Orlok in Nosferatu. Stuff like that. Kind of the same story, it's just changed. So then there's like a 1970s version, and now you have this version. And people are like, this one was shit, it's stupid, it's bland, the story went nowhere, it was too long, because the originals were like barely over like an hour and a half. Stuff like this one was like a little over 2 hours. And then people were hating like Lily Rose Depp for her acting. I thought she did fucking great personally. think it was like Thomas Holt for his acting and stuff like that. People were just like giving a bunch of shit, except for Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is just great in whatever the fuck he does. I wasn't even expecting him to be in that movie. When he popped up, I'm like, that fucking Willem Dafoe? Motherfucker's everywhere right now. It's insane. But people hated that movie for that reason. It's like, I think y'all motherfuckers are just too ingrained in seeing slasher films that consistently come out, or jump scare films that consistently. It's not fun.
Right.
It's a gothic horror. It's slow paced. It's not fast. And sometimes you just kind of fucking need that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the slashers. I'm tired of the jump scares. It's so fucking boring. That's why I don't like the Conjuring films. That's all they are. It's just jump scares. That's why we guessed them.
Yeah.
It's boring as shit.
Same shit, different name.
Like, oh, you're going to be around the corner. Yeah, I'll called it. I should be paying myself fucking money. I'd be so rich.
Well, they're focusing on the painting. Going on the painting.
It's ridiculous. I hate it. Go see Nosferatu. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to go see it again. It was good. People just hate it because they're fucking boring. That's all I have to say.
That's fair. And you know, I think that's good enough time as any to wrap it up. We're at an hour already.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that fucking rant.
Yeah, this one might be a little better. So thanks for watching. I'm not gonna ask for recommendations on anything because that's gonna happen, and by the time we see it, we'll be way down the road. Just tune in for next one.
Yeah.
We'll see what we talk about then. We're gonna, get a little more comfortable with this, so we'll start brainstorming some ideas. We'll start writing some stuff down. If you see me constantly over on my computer, it's because I'm looking at the notes or looking up things, or I have a stopwatch next to me so I can keep track of where we're at on time. But yeah, this is just the kind of shit we do all the time, just hanging out, just talk about shit. This way, at least, how original of us, right?
That's why it's the name.
Yep.
How original.
It just fits everything. It's just how original people just talking shit on camera.
Yup.
There's a lot of belly sticking out there.
That's okay.
I'll zoom in on that and see if that's my personal collection.
Fuck off.
That's going right in the spank bank.
That's going in the bank right there.
That's going to go in the spank bank.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's how original.
Yeah, that's how original. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm Blythe.
I didn't like that. I'm Blythe.
He's Blythe.
That's Austin.
I'm Austin. And
we'll get a better sign off.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw in a theme song or something that I'll make, and we'll see what happens.
There we go.
Don't forget to tip your waiter. Somebody left $1, so yeah, if you want to throw a 20 in, the waiter won't be upset about it.
Tip your waiters. Suck a dick.
It's not the way to do it.
We gotta end now.
See you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If not, too bad. Peace.